Hi, I'm Lindsay from Visions Incorporated. This is a 20-minute practice designed to help you with stress relief and a nervous system reset. You don't need anything special, just a place to move and breathe. If you're new to our community and maybe you're a little nervous, don't worry, you're in the right place. I've got you. Let's begin laying on our backs with our knees bent and our feet on the floor. Coming all the way down, bringing our hands to our sides and the soles of our feet to the ground. Breathing in, exhaling it out. If the floor feels too far away, a block could be helpful underneath the back of your head for some extra support. Take just a couple more breaths right here. With our hands to our sides. On our next inhale, place one hand over the heart and put the other hand over the low abdomen. Breathing here, giving ourselves permission to shift out of stress. The world can feel overwhelming, and with all of the current events, it's hard to know which one to focus on, where we can make a difference. Breathing here, letting go of all of that for the next 20 minutes. We give ourselves permission to let go of the stress that our bodies, our minds, our breath, what we are holding on to. Taking a few more rounds of breath right here will soften into the earth. Then inhale, slide the arms open wide to a T. Palms face up as the fingers spread. Exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Inhale, bring the knees back up through center. Exhale, take it to the right. Finding this easy twist, side to side. Inhale as the knees come up. Exhale, they'll drop back to the left. Inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, take them to the right. Continue moving with your breath. This is another place where a block could be helpful. We could place that block between the knees, dropping our hands to our sides, letting the block support the legs. As we hold the block between the knees, maybe we don't come down quite as far. Loosening up through the low back, but noticing if there's any sort of pain we want to avoid. Evening out through both sides, We'll come to center as we breathe in and breathe it out. Once more, big breath in. And with an exhale, we'll roll to the right. We find our way to fetal pose, knees tucked up into the chest. As we roll to the right side, we can use the block, again, underneath our head, providing that extra bit of support. This is a posture of stability and support. One of the first poses we ever learned. Allowing ourselves to be held right here. Again, giving ourselves that permission to release the stress that we've been carrying with us. Pressing ourselves all the way up into tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, drop the belly towards the earth for cow pose, lifting the head up, finding a deep U curve in the spine. Exhale, pull the navel center up and in, round for cat back. Exaggerate these movements through your spine, inhaling, moving back to cow. Exhale, round for cat. Try that a couple more times on your own. If for some reason it's hard to bring the hands down to the ground, you can do your cat-cow using a chair, rounding the spine for cat, and then arching for that cow pose. If it's hard to come down to the floor, you can do the same thing standing. Inhale to cow, bend the knees. Exhale, round to cat. Tuck the tailbone. After a few more rounds of cat and cow, we'll open up the knees and send the hips back to the heels for child's pose. Arms extended, forehead to the mat. Sinking back into our child's pose, a posture of surrender, inviting the weight of the world to roll off our back. Inhale, let's lift the hips and come through our tabletop, hands and knees. And exhale, rise all the way up to stand on those knees. Now, if the floor underneath you is not super comfortable, you can put a towel or a blanket underneath the knees for some extra cushion, or even roll the mat in half. Let's bring our hands to our hips. Inhale here. Exhale, take a step forward with the right foot, coming into a low lunge, keeping the right knee over the ankle. If that knee goes past the toes, it puts a lot of strain in the front knee. So we want to try to keep that knee stacked. And if you want to take a deeper lunge, slide the front foot forward underneath that knee. Driving the hips forward, keep them moving at the same pace. Notice if that right hip starts to lead the way, pull it back in line with the left. Breathing here. Now, of course, there's always an option. If you need a little bit more stability and support, grab hold of a chair. Slide the foot forward. Leg is on the outside of the chair. Make sure it's nice and stable. As the hips go forward, the chest stays lifted, or we can drop the forearms down if you need to make it a little bit less intense. Take a few more breaths right here. Where is your body letting go of that stress? Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, draw the right knee underneath. Come back to standing on those knees. And then have a seat back onto the heels, hero's pose. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, eyes closed. If the heels feel too far away, our block could come in between the hips and the heels, giving us a little bit of extra support here. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Breathing here. We are the hero of our own story. And it's up to us to release our stress so that we can start the next page fresh. Exhale, let's drop the hands. Inhale, lift the hips, come back to standing on those knees. Hands are to our hips or holding on to our chair, right? We have that option. Breathe in. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Shifting both hips at the same pace, noticing if that left knee starts to go out over the toes. If it does, slide the left foot forward. Shoulders are down. Good. Stay with your breath. Notice if the shoulders start to creep up to the ears, lowering them down. Inhale, let's come up out of that lunge, and exhale, swing the left knee back. Breathe in. Exhale, release, tabletop. Let's move through a few rounds of cat and cow. And then we'll swing our legs around, come to have a seat on the mat. We can come to a comfortable cross-legged seat or with the legs extended, maybe sitting on a cushion or even on our chair. Dropping the hands to the lap, breathe in. Exhale it out. Shoulders lowering from the ears, keeping the neck long. Inhale. Exhale, let's drop the right ear over to the right shoulder. Taking a few targeted breaths for the left side of our neck. This could be where we stay, or extend that left hand out, flex through the palm. Exhale, release. Lower the chin to the chest. Inhale, let's lift our head up to center. Exhale it out. Good. Once more, big breath in right here. Exhale, lower the left ear to the shoulder. Breathing down the right side of the neck. Soften through the jaw. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. And we're welcome to keep both hands in our lap, or extend the right hand out, flexing through the palm, hovering it a few inches off the mat. Exhale, release the right hand to the lap and the chin to the chest. With an inhale, let's take a big rotation, circling the head all the way around. Exhaling as we come down. We'll do a few more just like that. And if we haven't already, we'll switch directions. As we even out through both sides of the neck, we'll lift the head up to center. Inhale. Exhale it out. Once again, big breath in. Exhale it out. Now let's move to bring our feet to the top of the mat. Making sure there's plenty of room behind us, we'll lower all the way to our backs. Coming to the back, head down, arms open wide to a T. Breathe in. Exhale it out. As we come towards the end of our practice, we'll take another twist. Now, if you've got some low back stuff going on, you might do a second series of twists, the same as we did at the beginning of class, right? Just kind of rocking those knees, from side to side, maybe grabbing hold of that block, placing it between the legs. If you want a more intense twist, let's pick up the left knee and cross it over the right. Breathing in, exhale, both knees will fall to the right. Our head turns to the left. Inhale, we'll rise up to center. Exhale, release. Place the left foot back to the floor. Breathe in. Breathe it out. On our next inhale, right leg crosses over the left, knee over knee. Shoulders are down. Exhale, the knees fall to the left, and we turn our head to the right. Our twists wringing us out from everything that we've picked up throughout the day, the week, the year. Take a few more breaths, allowing yourself to twist out anything that is no longer serving you. Inhale, we'll bring the knees back up to center. Exhale, uncross the right foot from the left. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Inhale, open the knees in opposite directions, placing the soles of the feet together to touch. Put one hand over your heart, the other hand over the belly. Checking in right here to see if there's anything else we require, we need to release stress. Give ourselves permission to let it go right here and now. Exhale. Let's drop our hands to our sides. Inhale, bring the knees together. From here, exhale, we'll straighten out the right leg and then the left, moving into a place of stillness, taking our final rest in Shavasana. If you would like to remain in this place of stillness, continuing your rest in Shavasana, you are welcome to. This space is yours. If we're ready to be guided up, let's deepen our breath. Brush the thumb against the fingertips. Wiggle the toes. Those movements will expand to the wrists and ankles. We'll take a big stretch, arms overhead, legs out long in front of us. Exhale, put a bend to the knees. Roll to your fetal pose. Once again, head on that bottom bicep. Knees tucked up into the chest. Leaving behind all the stress, the worry, the fear we may have come here with. We'll press up to a safe seat when we're ready. Finding our way back together, our hands will join as we take an opportunity to bow with respect to each other and this practice we've shared. Lifting our thumbs to our forehead with an inhale. Exhale and bow as we say Namaste. If this video supported you, I'd love to practice with you more. I'm Lindsay, and I run Visions Incorporated, where I offer live virtual classes and deeper support. You can find links below to practice with me and join the community.